let's stop causing the darkness. Let's find a way to light a candle. So how do we light a candle? Borrowing is not bad. If anybody think about it, if you go to your friends and they lend you money, and you go again, they give you money. You go again, they give you money. Will you go again? You will. It's rational. It means that they find you credit worthy. Because would you lend money to someone you know that will never pay? There is no, I'm not sure anybody is happy lending money, even to your friend. Me, as an economist, I won't lend you money that I know that I will not get. So I will only give you what I know that I can do without. Okay? That's rationality. I'm being rational. And I think all of us are rational. So think of that, in relation to countries. So if a country is able to raise money anytime it goes, for instance, we issue Eurobond and it's oversubscribed. Each time we issue, it's oversubscribed. That means they find us credible enough. If they find us credible enough, if you're in government, you will borrow. So let us not sit at home and condemn government for high borrowing, because it's the easiest form of capital. It's credit, it's capital. The challenge is, what are they doing with it? Okay? Are we using it to create the necessary required liquidity in the system? Because that's what this is all about. Because when you have, if the economy is liquid, things can move. Things can move. Okay? Jobs will come. Unemployment will reduce. So it's about the external world, the external sector. That is the key thing. So, yeah, I have that, the structural defects. When we talk about the output production, the total things that Nigeria has as a country, okay, our GDP. Our GDP is made up of, the first one is consumption. Output is consumption, investment, consumption plus investment, plus what government spends, plus the difference between export and import, which we call net export. Now, you can break that down also into economic structures. Okay, into economic structures. The first one, C, consumption, is household, you and I. That is a structure or a sector of the economy. Then I is investment. Investment is for firms, companies. Okay, so they are the ones that if you are an SME, you are an investment. You are an investor. That's an investment in the economy. So that's a sector. Then you have the government sector or the public sector. Consumption, investment, government, and then the last one, the fourth one, is the difference between export and import, which is the outward-looking one. That we call it the external sector or the foreign sector. The foreign sector. If you look at the first chart, that first graph, where we showed the four drivers of the economic dynamics: capital flow, trade, diaspora remittances, policies. Okay, if you relate it to that, what we see is that the external sector is the most important. It's the most important sector in every economy, not just Nigerian economy. The external sector, because that is where, when you talk about foreign exchange, that's where it comes from. When you talk about external reserve, that is where it comes from. Now, how do we build that external reserve? That's the challenge. We do not grow an economy based on consumption. No. Your consumption, if you look at the growth in our GDP, most of it is actually consumption driven, which means it is a nominal thing. It is not adding much value. Either that or government. Yeah, no problem with government. Government can invest in infrastructure and public goods and services. That's fine. But the key things that will create sustainable long-term, that is long-term growth, is what? Investment and the external sector. Investment and the external sector. That is firms that are able to produce goods and services they can export. Goods and services that are exportable, export orientation. If we do not create an export-oriented economy, we are in big trouble. We are in big trouble. Gone are the days of import substitution. The only reason why we had $69 billion external reserve in 2007, 2008 is because oil price went up. Our production was also good enough. So we were, shipping all the time. And then we had prudential management system installed with those financial system reforms. So that accretion happened, which consolidated the exchange rates, which kind of gave investors confidence regarding our economy and started attracting interest. Simply because we grew the external balance, the external reserve. But ever since we have not managed to do that, it's a big problem. Investors have disappeared. All those companies, those rating agencies I mentioned, they've delisted Nigeria one after the other. I don't know if you follow that. Emerging markets, Goldman Sachs, emerging market bond, we've been delisted a long time ago. Some of those international banks, HSBK and all of them that were here, they've left. Okay? We haven't come here to blame anybody. It's not about government. They are doing the best they can. Let's keep it there. But it's the responsibility of each and every one of us. What is it that you're doing? Because we are in this sort of narcissism. We are locked into ourselves. We don't even care what is going on in the rest of the world. Okay? Politics, sorry, I have to go there, has to be entrepreneurial. Has to be entrepreneurial.